Kevin Feige and Marvel showed up at San Diego Comic-Con International and revealed their entire plans for Phase 4 of the MCU. Unlike the past, where a phase would last for 4 years, this one only lasts 2, but includes both movies in theaters as well as series on Disney+. What is surprising is that the sequels most fans expected are not coming in Phase 4. Captain Marvel, Black Panther, and Guardians of the Galaxy will all be in Phase 5. However, Thor, Doctor Strange, and Black Widow are period piece, and a few other new movies are coming as well. There are also shows. The Falcon and Winter Soldier, WandaVision, What If, and Hawkeye are also coming to Disney+. So here are 10 ways Endgame could connect to the new Phase 4 MCU movies. But before we get started, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and bell button for more great content. The first movie hitting theaters for the MCU Phase 4 is a Black Widow movie that will focus on her past, but the second will be The Eternals coming on November 6, 2020. This is a new property that most mainstream MCU movie fans know nothing about, and it takes place in a Marvel cosmic universe that the Guardians of the Galaxy took place in. The movie also has an all-star cast, including Angelina Jolie and Salma Hayek in the lead roles. There are a lot of ways for this movie to launch in the MCU. One of the things fans should know is that Thanos is an Eternal in the comic books, so this movie might have the Brethren dealing with the outcome of his actions in Infinity War and Endgame. When Avengers Endgame concluded, Thor and the Guardians of the Galaxy left together for cosmic adventures, and in Spider-Man Far From Home, Peter learned that Thor was still off-planet, so there's no telling where these characters headed off to. With that in mind, there is always a chance that they could end up crossing paths with the Eternals. James Gunn has made it clear that he hasn't planned to use Thor in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, but since both the Eternals and Thor Love and Thunder come out before the movie, it gives the MCU a couple of chances to have the God of Thunder leave the group. The second Disney Plus MCU release will hit in spring of 2021 with WandaVision. As the title suggests, this is a series that will be based around Wanda the Scarlet Witch and the Vision. However, what fans saw clearly in Infinity War, Vision died at the hands of Thanos when the Mind Stone was removed from his head. So how does the Vision come back to the MCU? Tony Stark is not around to remake him, and while Professor Hulk is there, another option for the Scarlet Witch is to use her reality-altering powers to bring him back, something she has shown she is willing to do in the comics. This also sets up her appearance in the next Doctor Strange movie. The second Doctor Strange movie is also coming in 2021. The film is titled Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. The biggest rumor about this movie is that it will deal with the Scarlet Witch. The fact that Madness and Multiverse is in the title of the Doctor Strange movie makes it sound like something is about to happen that will severely alter reality. If Scarlet Witch brings back Vision from the dead, could she bring others back as well? Could she try to change reality to make things better? According to the director, the next Doctor Strange movie will be Marvel's first scary movie, and if Strange saw this coming when he looked into the future in Infinity War, could the deaths in Endgame send Wanda to a bad place where she creates the MCU's version of M-Day? Hawkeye went to a very dark place in Avengers Endgame. He lost his family and took the role of Ronin. He killed many people, and while they were bad guys, Clint has a lot of blood on his hands. In Endgame, he was willing to give his own life, and then watched as his closest friend Natasha gave up her own. This should lead Hawkeye, who got his family back, on the road to redemption. This should play out on the Disney Plus series Hawkeye, which Marvel revealed will include the character of Kate Bishop. This looks like a good time for Clint to pass on the bow to a new hero and retire to live out his life with his wife and kids. When Black Widow was trying to find Hawkeye to bring him back to the Avengers to go after Thanos, she found him on the streets as Ronin. He killed a ton of bad guys in a rage because of Clint's family dying, and those bad men were allowed to live. While Mandarin was a red herring in Iron Man 2, he was shown that he is real, just not the character AIM created. The Ten Rings organization is also real, as shown in Ant-Man. With Hawkeye killing as many organized crime fighters as he could in Endgame, it likely means the surviving organizations are even stronger. In Avengers Endgame, Thor gave up his role as King of Asgard and placed Valkyrie in charge of the survivors who relocated to Earth. As the new leader of the realm, Valkyrie has a lot to do to shape it up into what she considers to be the best possible home for the Asgardians. More big news about Thor Love and Thunder is that Natalie Portman is coming back as Jane Foster, and the movie will finally introduce her as Lady Thor. Of course, for those unaware, this comes from the comics where Thor was unworthy and Jane ended up taking up the role of Thor. It was an amazing storyline that resulted in Jane developing cancer and realizing that every time she took the role of Thor, her cancer progressed at rapid speed. Thor felt very unworthy for most of Avengers Endgame. Is it time for Valkyrie to give Thor's hammer to a new Thor and to help the people of Asgard? Remember, at the start of Avengers Infinity War, Thanos killed Loki. However, when Captain America went back in time in Endgame to get the Tesseract and try to gain the ability to bring back everyone in the future that was snapped out of the world, however, things went wrong and Loki grabbed the Tesseract and disappeared. At Comic-Con, Kevin Feige revealed that the Loki TV show would deal with the where Loki went after he disappeared. They also said that Loki, that had grown into the hero by the time of Infinity War rolled around, was now, once again, the trickster from the Avengers. The first movie for MCU Phase 4 is Black Widow, which is a period piece like Captain Marvel was. However, the first present-day story in the next phase of the MCU is actually a Disney Plus series in The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. The filmmakers behind Avengers Endgame revealed a while back that Winter Soldier knew that Captain America stayed in the past and was obviously a person Cap had connected with in the new timeline. This is why he just smiled and let Falcon go to the old man Steve and take the shield. In this series, the story of Captain America that ended in Endgame will start a new chapter with Sam Wilson as the new Captain America. So that's our list. How do you think Avengers Endgame will connect to the new Phase 4 of the MCU? Let us know in the comment section and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more great content.